got to give a shout out to the New York Knicks last night, pulling off the biggest comeback from the biggest deficit ever in the history of playoffs. So let me see if everyone can hear me over on X. From the biggest deficit ever in the history. Like they can. I huge Gary V fan, right? And the guy's just such a massive New York Giants, New York Knicks fan. So I was just dying. I always pull up his feed just to see what happened. Here he is, just absolutely going crazy. The dude is just a nut job, just freaking going nuts, right? He loves those guys whether they do good or not. But here he is, just going freaking crazy. So funny. So shout out to Gary V. Welcome everyone on a Thursday. Not looking too bad. Market just opened. Lots going on. We got the SpaceX. We got the SpaceX thing. So there's Gary V. We'll come back to that maybe later. Hilarious. But yeah, got SpaceX launching tomorrow. NASDAQ right now, like I say, market's just opened 3 minutes ago. Oh, let me actually refresh them. I'm still looking at futures. Looking to market was looking up. Yeah, NASDAQ up 0.34. Not quite as good as it was looking on futures, but it's where we are. Dow up 0.47, S&P 0.32. Go take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pumping a little yesterday, even though the market was bad yesterday. Bitcoin, I guess, a little too beat down, staged a little bit of a comeback here. We've got Bitcoin 62,686. We see it got up to 63,224 with a low of 61. So over $2,000 from, the lowest yesterday to the highest. So not doing too bad. Kind of like when the war started, Bitcoin was so beat down, having a little bit of a rebound. So I'll take that on a Thursday, see what happens. Tomorrow's going to be real interesting with the SpaceX IPO, though eventually the profit, some of the profits probably going to make its way back into Bitcoin. Can't really say what's going to happen over the next couple of days or next couple of weeks, but yeah, Bitcoin looking okay. Ethereum 1648. It's down 0.5% for the day. Still, it got a low of 1607. XRP $10.9, so it's down 1.7. It's not having a great day. I didn't really see any bad news or anything, just not trading wonderful today for whatever reason. Solana 65.20, up 0.1 for the day. We see the low was 62.40, the high 66. Almost a $4 difference there. So anyway, not a horrible day. I'll take it, all things considered. A lot of uncertainty around the war stuff going on. We'll look at some of the stuff Trump's been saying. But, yeah. And first off, of course, yeah, that was crazy comeback. I think people had never been done. Down 29 points. Got Adam Sandler there, Jerry Seinfeld. A lot of celebrities out there. Of course, Taylor Swift and her crew there, whatever. So some of the old players. Anyway, cool stuff, man. Congrats. Pretty cool. Pretty cool for them. So now they're up 3-1. So they just need one more game with 3 to go, going back to San Antonio. Okay, let's go. Hold on a second here. I'm going to get out of this. I've got some alerts coming up I don't want to listen to on my bit you next there. So let me just change it to another place. Anyway, 150-year-old investment giant, banking giant H.C. Wainwright, they raised their price target for Michael Saylor's MicroStrategies to $540. That's a 370 upside from current price. So everyone's like acting like Michael Saylor's going to have business and stuff. He knows, he knows the volatility and stuff. That's why he can handle it. they've got their STRC. They give people a guaranteed yield. They make the difference, right? This up and down, they're not going to, they've set it up so they can't get margin called. So interesting to see a very conservative outside here saying 370% upside. Hey, Steph, GM, Steph, the official analyst over there at the Heine Coin community coming from X. Also see Mr. Heine himself, the founder here as well, coming to me from YouTube, which I appreciate because it definitely helps me over there. Yeah, and Steph's also a regular contributor. Even though it's dinner time, he's coming at us from Belgium. Often contributes to the GM Bitcoin Morning Show, which comes up right after this, the top of the hour, which would be 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's a space. It's not a live stream. Feel free to join me over there on X at Crypto Bull Ron. Same across all platforms. But yeah, World Cup opening today, Mexico and South Africa. I was going to wear my South African Springboks jersey, which is a rugby jersey. But yeah, I like to buy jerseys and stuff when I'm in other countries sometimes. But whenever I go to South Africa, they've got some really quality jerseys. I don't understand. I've been to a few games, don't understand rugby, but it's a lot of action. So I can see why after watching rugby, you'd see American football. They never stop for like 90 minutes. Hey, Aura, how you doing? Over on X, great content creator. Met her through Green Man, our good friend Green Man. Her and Green Man go back years, grinding out the original content. Of course, we've got Green Man. We met him on my show when he came out and showed us his Ankita token, which is still sitting at 82,000, was 3,000 when we found it on the show, grinding that out, doing good in kind of a sideways, a down market. Getting more and more believers, and he's of course putting out crazy cool content. So good to see you. Or this is my YouTube show. I also stream it live here. Really bringing everyone up in a real quick little 20-30 minute show we do every day. I'm just telling Aura this is the first time I've seen her here. A little 20-30 minute show we do every day, concurrent with the opening of the U.S. market. Let everyone know what the news is in the crypto world, what's going on. Similar to the stuff we talk about on the Bitcoin Morning Show, but of course that I have other speakers, co-hosts, and I can't show the graphics. But anyway, just congratulating the Knicks and on their win. Got to show that Gary V clip, man. That's just too damn funny. Gary V here losing his shit over here, man. Love Gary V. Love Gary V. Big time in the knows his crypto. Big time in the NFT. But he's just, dude. Crazy sports fan, man. I love it. Okay, Quantum 5652. Here's to Scotland winning the World Cup. Man, that's a first. I've been hearing people. I've heard Spain. I've heard England, France. I've even heard Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, of course. First time I've heard Scotland, but yeah. I like it. Probably some pretty good odds if they do, right? But yeah, that'd be great. I guess there's a lot of luck involved too, who you draw and everything. It's time, but I'm sure someone will make a remember last time, I forget who it was. I remember one team did really good. Well, much better than expect. That's always going to happen. Someone's going to step up on that world stage. But yeah, man, a lot of games, 6 weeks. So yeah, look forward to it. Like I say, not a big thing for us over here. If it wasn't for all my friends on X, I wouldn't even know it's happening, to be honest with you. But yeah, looking forward to it. My grandma's from Mexico. I'm kind of rooting for Portugal. I'm rooting for Portugal because I like Portugal, and my family all called me Ronaldo growing up. My grandma's from Mexico, so anyway, yeah. So big Ronaldo fan. Anyway, it's all good. I'll watch them. I don't own a TV. I watch it. I've got a little sandwich shop that I go to. Good friend owns from the gym I know, and he's always asking me about Bitcoin. Always asks me every time I come in there about crypto. And anyway, he has it in his little. Probably only has 10 tables, but yeah. And then they play it at the gym as well when I go work out. So no one paying attention except people from Mexico. But first time in history, the nation has hosted a nation they're at war with. Yeah, I guess Iran's going to be playing anyway. All good. I don't think America usually does that good, but a buddy of mine was on the at least one, maybe two World Cup. A buddy, Jonathan Bornstein, was on a couple World Cup teams. So anyway, yeah. So well, it's good, exciting stuff though. I know globally it's massive, and we even get caught a little bit in the excitement here, but. Yeah, I saw that Quantum 5652. Iran team not allowed to stay in the USA. They need to depart after every game to another country. That's crazy, though. Not a big deal. Hell, hour or so you can can't be no more than a 2-hour flight, but still, go up to Mexico or down to Mexico or up to Canada, I guess. Crazy. Or jump over to the Bahamas. I don't know, whatever. Cuba, even who knows? But yeah, crazy stuff, man. Hungary announces decriminalizing Bitcoin and crypto trading, which is interesting. I didn't know that this was. Oh, hey, Steph Crypto 71, man, coming at me from YouTube. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice Quantum 56. Yeah, all these are long. All these are good friends from X over support me on YouTube, which is good because I only have like 105 or 110 followers, so definitely helps a lot. Appreciate it. Getting in the comments too. I know that kicks off the algorithm. I'm very close to being able to stream on TikTok. I'm just shy of 1,000 followers over there. I've only been over there 2 months. I only put one little 10-minute news thing there a day. Haven't been very diligent over there, but I tried to get to stream. They had some little process. I couldn't quite get through it. So I think when I hit 1,000 people, I'm automatic. So I got to make a little push, do a little more content this week. But anyway, this was interesting to me that Hungary decriminalizing Bitcoin. I know it was criminalized over there anyway, but either way, they're bringing the regulation in. Sometimes they have it. They, basically, I think what it's really saying is they're now officially going to make, a path there for legalized crypto trading. Citigroup is rolling out tokenized shares of private companies, making another major step in bringing real-world assets onto blockchain. So that's interesting. Could certainly open up some new funding and stuff for. But yeah, RWA is huge. Real-world assets tokenization. Larry Fink of BlackRock talks about it. There's a big acquisition I'm going to talk about, a big mortgage company doing some stuff there. Now, this is big. You've probably seen this on the timeline over the last few days. Someone just bought a $4.2 million house using Bitcoin as collateral without selling any Bitcoin, and it was backed by Fannie Mae. Well, the timeline says over short-term price action, Bitcoin's quietly moving store value into real collateral inside the $50 trillion housing market. So think about it. This house was bought with Fannie Mae, backed by a Fannie Mae loan, just using crypto. So if you believe in crypto like I do, you can buy your Bitcoin. You can now borrow against your Bitcoin. You don't have to sell the Bitcoin, so you can have that long-term appreciation. This takes out a lot of the buying, and I think a lot more people be willing to hold their money in Bitcoin doing this. Huge, kind of under the radar, but this is massive. I mean, this might be top 10 news, if not top 20, top 50, top 100 for sure. Crypto news of all time. I mean, this is massive, massive. This is on CNBC. They reported Venezuela has been quietly buying Bitcoin worth tens of billions of dollars. Could the U.S. seize that and add it to their strategic reserve? I doubt they would do that, but they might, and they might do something like they're doing with the oil and stuff. Either way, it's probably not going to get liquidated. But yeah, the global arms race for Bitcoin is going to start. It looks like the futures market is pricing in a one-time Fed rate hike by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Warsh, to be honest with you, I think one thing he's going to do, I think he's going to redefine how the Fed measures inflation, because we all go off trueflation. It's much lower. But either way, he's got an uphill battle, man, with all the, with the war, especially adding to inflation. Got some data out today. The PPI came out today. Japan, they put crypto in the same legal category as stocks. Basically, capital gains dropped from 55 to 20%. So now it's on par with that. I think that'll be good for adoption over there. Yeah, and like we said earlier, here comes the FIFA World Cup, man. It's going to be pretty cool. Certainly this is on par with the Olympics, maybe even bigger, right? Maybe bigger than the Olympics. In fact, I would say it probably is. Big deal, though, man. Big deal. 6 weeks, man. So we'll have some fun. Yeah, I saw that. Trump said he likes the inflation. I don't know what the hell that was with that. And this pretty shocking. ECB shocks the markets with first rate hike in nearly 3 years. The European Central Bank raised rates by 25 basis points. I think they have no choice with what's happening with they obviously, unlike America, we're seeing a price. I'm thinking of going to California, driving to California tomorrow. I've got a vintage Volkswagen Bug rag top. Top comes down. I'm taking it down to California this week or next week. I'll be pulling it with my diesel truck, and that's going to be crazy, right? I don't even want to think what diesel gas is in California. It's got to be $7-8 a gallon. I'm going to be pulling. Luckily, that Bug's not too, but still, anytime you're pulling a trailer, the Bug on it's going to be evil. It's going to be bad. But man, nothing compared to Europe because they don't have any of their own fuel. So it's bad. But we need to get this settled. We need to get this war resolved for sure. PPI came in at 6.5. That's a producer. This is what manufacturers pay. It came in at 6.5. Expectations were 6.4. By the way, welcome everyone listening live over there on YouTube and on X as well. Rumble, maybe. I don't know if anyone listens live on Rumble. I don't know if I have any followers on Rumble, but I'm actually maybe going to switch my Rumble live stream to TikTok here very quickly. But anyway, so PPI came in a little hotter than expected, but the core PPI, when you strip out energy and stuff, came in at 4.9 versus 5.4. So it all has to do with this war and gas prices and stuff like that. But still, the administration's expectation is Warsh is going to try and cut rates, but it's hard with all the data. So another reason why Trump's under pressure to get this done. And it's been really weird, right? So we get the drone. And nobody believes anything we're hearing, right? The market hardly even reacts. Like the boy who cried wolf, no one cares. No one believes it, right? But a couple days ago, a drone shoots down a helicopter, Apache helicopter. Both guys survive. The U.S. sends in a drone boat to save them. All good. They shoot at a U.S. air base in Kuwait or Bahrain or whatever. No one gets killed, whatever. They shoot down the missiles. Then Trump hits them again. And then says they personally called him, asked him to call off strikes. Anyway, the market's been good. Then now Trump came out this morning and said, I'll just read it. The United States will be hitting Iran, who's at Navy, Air Force, radar, anti-air, and other foreign defense together with most of its offensive capabilities are gone. Very hard tonight. At some point in the not too distant future, we'll be taking Karg Island and other oil infrastructure points and assume total control of their oil and gas markets, much like we have with Venezuela, which is working out brilliantly for both Venezuela and the United States of America. Thank you for the attention, President Donald J. Trump. Now, this is obviously bullshit, right? Maybe not, but it's obviously more propaganda than reality. Venezuela, number one, is in the our hemisphere, and it's a totally different situation and than what's going on over there. But nonetheless, the back and forth, the propaganda, and we're like I say, we're all just sick of it. Don't believe anything, but we'll see what happens. As soon as that came out this morning, though, the futures were good. We had the dollar went up, S&P dropped, and oil jumped. So let's look back and see. Let's check back and see how things are looking right now. Yeah, Trump likes inflation, dude. I don't even know. I can't even comment on that, you know. So yeah, NASDAQ actually looking better, up 0.96, Dow 0.78. So that's looking better. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin was over 63 earlier. Yep, there we go. Back over 63. So officially up 1.3. If we look at it since we started the show here, we dropped a little and now we're back up. So that looks pretty good. On the daily, 63,067. See how up 1.3. Ethereum not doing quite as much. See about XRP. Up a little, but still lagging the other big ones here. Solana, 65, 61, up 0.6. So yeah, Bitcoin's leading the charge short term here. So see if we can see crude back down. So yeah, gold down 1%. Gold's out on its fourth. Gold and silver on their fourth month losing month. But then again, they peaked out. Bubbles, you know, can only do so much. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, Quantum's asking if I heard about the Solana-based game Kintara. A little bit. Yeah, I've been hearing about it, but not much. I don't know much about it. Isn't it kind of like a real simple game? If I may be conflating a couple, but yeah, I have heard about it. Been seeing it on the timeline. Yeah, it looks like if it's what I'm thinking, it looked like a really kind of simple little game, but people are playing it. You know, man, someday gaming and crypto are made for each other. Yeah, Kin's token. Yeah, in fact, yeah, let's look at that on the deck screener here. Yeah, I had it pulled up. Yeah, Minecraft style game, basically. That's what I thought. Yeah, 8.2 million market cap. Let's pull that up 105% today. Yeah, let me tell you, Quantum, we found out it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. We found out about Unkita, right? And the next day on Saturday, I was telling RuneScape, yeah. I was telling Doc about it on a show. I was having lunch at a little one-off Greasy Spoon here, right? A little one-off diner here, having a hamburger and some tater tots. And he told me about that. God, I swear to you, it was like 245,000 or 198,000. Yeah. Telling me about it. And I was going to buy it and I didn't. I had it pulled up and I finally deleted it. It had gone up so much. So if that's the case, 40x from where I heard about it. And totally dropped the ball on that one, man. Totally dropped the ball. Makes me sick. But Tom Lee bought another $41 million today, 25,000 Ethereum. This week, they're at 125,205. I think he's going to be fine. Listen, I don't worry about Michael Saylor because there's no competition with Bitcoin. I don't worry too much about Tom Lee. I think he's going to be fine. Man, I worry about all the competition with Hyperliquid, Sui, Solana, but I think he'll be fine. But man, dude does not slow down. DBS Bank is launching tokenized physical gold for everyday retail customers right on the DigiBank app. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh man, let's use this time. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm telling you, this cheap Bitcoin, this cheap XRP, this cheap all the cheap Solana, cheap Ethereum, cheap BNB. It's not going to last for long. Yeah, it's crazy. Tom Lee has passed the point of mockery at this point. Yeah, I worry about him, man. I hope he does fine. But, man, I mean, like, I'm just not as obviously not no one's bullish he is. But, man, it's just crazy. Like, I seriously makes me a little sick to my stomach seeing him buying all this. And I wish him well. I think he'll do fine. I just don't believe in, like, when I hear him talk, it's how I was talking about Ethereum 5 years ago. I just don't. I think he'll do fine. I don't think he'll lose money, and they have the yield. Don't forget they've got that yield every day. But, man, I'd much rather be in Michael Saylor's shoes. Got to look one more time. Got to watch some more of this. Got to watch Gary V. He was always been on a few spaces recently. I bought some of his V friends too, but I love this. Just got to watch him losing his shiz here. What is that, frozen or what? Refresh it here. I don't know, man. Gary V, I wanted to let you guys watch that. So funny, him going crazy here. Probably. Put down the sound. I don't think you guys can hear it anyway. Yeah, anyway, shout out to Gary V. Yeah, I agree with the quantum, at least buy some hype. Yeah, Ethereum's done very little in half a decade. Yeah, when I hear him talking about it, it's literally like we were talking about it 5 years ago. But let's take one last look at Bitcoin here. Yeah, let's see. Let me refresh here, see if it's still holding over 63. I feel pretty good about Bitcoin popping up a little here. You know, I mean, long term, you know, we just don't know where it's going. All this air getting sucked out of the room. Tomorrow's going to be an epic day. But listen, that money will rotate back. Those profits, SpaceX going to do what it's done. It's going to do what it's going to do. Shout out to everyone. Hope everyone makes a ton of money. But eventually, people are going to look for the value. Where do we take these profits? I think that money. And don't forget, they're holding like 30,000 Bitcoin themselves. So, yep, look. We're holding over 63. I'll take it. Hey, feel free to join me over in the appreciate everyone, especially everyone listening live on X. Friends over there, a lot of friends from X over there on YouTube. Appreciate it. Appreciate the interaction. Appreciate the comments. We're going to start that show here in a couple minutes. Join us over there. We'll talk some more stuff, and yeah, everyone have a good rest of your Thursday. Big day tomorrow with the SpaceX